Hi, my name is Savannah Ortiz. I'm in Speech 1, and the career informative I chose was a painter. And painting and art is everywhere. Art is in the clothes you wear, in the buildings you see, the ads you see, all on TV. Art is everywhere and a part of many people's lives, even if they don't know it. That being said, painting is a really big art form. Um, Even as a painter, you can see paintings relevant to current issues that are today, and you also could use it to remember the past. By all means, I'm not the best painter, but I do take classes and I'm trying to improve my craft, and I'm forever learning new things on how to paint something, or how to paint hair, or how to paint this. So I do dabble a bit in it, whether it be taking a class or painting and teaching myself on how to do it. Um, Painting's not only important for creativeness, but it's also pretty important to change minds, and it can tell stories that maybe a person has never had. Maybe painting can change the perspective of a person that they once had before, or that they didn't, or bring a new perspective into a person's life that they didn't have before looking at that painting. There are different forms. It's not only important for entertainment and message and media and stuff like that, but it has relevance to the past. According to IESA Arts and Culture, it's been around longer than education has. And it's behind those art pieces ties cultures, religions, economic importance. They tell the stories of some of the stuff that you people teach in history class today. Some of those paintings explain all the stuff without necessarily having words like written down and writing, because they didn't exactly have developed that yet and stuff like that. So painting was a really big part in that. It's documented many historical events in the past, and it shows cultures from certain groups and certain people, especially in the past, and how maybe that culture grew to be what it is today. It shows so many different things from the past that it's not only just for entertainment and media, and not only a today thing. Painting has been a very long thing in the past, and we use it today for our history, its classes, and other stuff to look at. So not only does it have a lot of meaning, tells, but it also could tell points in history, because it's so widespread to see creative paintings and stuff like that. It doesn't only just tell history. That's not flat line on how you paint. You see so many new paintings. Painting can be a full field of like realisticness, which is history and stuff like that, and it can also be a really big field of creativity and freedom. Like Picasso, he did so many different pieces that were great and they weren't necessarily realistic. Many painters put a lot of creativity into their paintings, and it can result to them making that millions, making their coin, making the money. Not only do you get to do that, but you get to see the satisfaction of you making people smile or laugh or do something with your creation and put it out into the world. Overall, painters could bring many people happiness and make tons of money and stuff like that, but not always is it that easy. Since art is such a widespread thing, it's so hard to get nuzzle your way into there. Since so many people are trying to make a living off of art, it's kind of like a thing that you have to really be perfected at in your craft and do so greatly and stuff like that, so that you can get your way in there. It's easier nowadays. Like you get an Etsy account, a TikTok. It's an easier to promote yourself nowadays, but it's still pretty hard to get yourself out there. In conclusion, this career is a tough career to be a part of, and with art's never-ending movement and of things to constantly bring, it's it's everywhere. It's a never-ending movement, and it can be really tough to get into it. Art is absolutely nowhere. Art is absolutely everywhere and not nowhere in nothing that we see. And something that you look at, art is in that piece of work. Um, it's not only important for entertainment and media. I hope you've learned a little bit of art and being a painter by the end of this. Um, Art is always going to be changing. It's never not going to be changing. Art is always going to be changing.